And then, boom, I woke up one day with a pretty high fever and severe chills.
Personally, it was hard because my daughter was born on March 11th, which is the day that was declared, that was the pandemic day.
A year ago, March 11th actually, was the last time I played a gig. It was a rehearsal for the symphony, and the next night would have been our dress rehearsal, and it was canceled.
I was driving, listening to NPR, and Beethoven's First Symphony came on. I'm gonna cry. And I thought, I may never get to play this piece again. This might be it.
My family lives up in Vancouver, Canada, and because the border is closed, I can't go visit them, and not be able to travel, go places, see different things, which is a huge source of joy for me pre-pandemic, has been very hard.
I would say the hardest thing for me personally, I bet for many musicians, has been this kind of loss of freedom, this lack of ability to connect, and not just connecting to audiences, but the interconnection too of our artistry.
Things I want to do differently after the pandemic. I think, honestly, it's just taking more time for myself.
One of the wonderful new things most of us learned during this pandemic is how to use Zoom. I had never heard of Zoom, and now can you imagine your life without it?
Well, I'd say what's helped me stay positive during the pandemic is just maintaining some social activities.
One of them is Elizabeth Park. I am the development manager at Elizabeth Park. I'm basically responsible for writing the grants for the organization, but I'm also the event manager, so I run the concerts when we have them and lecture series and things like that. And my husband does flower videos for the park, so it's a family endeavor of creating all kinds of really fun things for Elizabeth Park.
I wanted to get back to my usual kind of playing online and social media stuff again, and I was starting to do that, but then I realized it wasn't enough now. And I had a renewed gratitude just to be able to go back and do what it is I love to do. So instead, I would let those videos be part of a kind of an online recital where the videos are the actual content, releasing one per week. And each video in each performance would raise money for musicians who are severely impacted by, economically impacted by the pandemic.
I created this card deck. It's called Inspiration for Violinists, and it's a deck of 50 cards with different images and text that is meant to support violinists and both students and professional, and musicians, and even some non-musicians have used them just for some inspiration.
And in the end, I raised about $7,000 individually. And then after it was noticed by some other foundations and some corporate support, it got up to $20,000 that was put into this grant program with the Greater Hartford Arts Council, and it went out in $500 grants to musicians who wanted to apply. So
I realized that we were so busy before. We were doing so much things all the time. We don't get to enjoy the small things that makes us happy.
Also found that I'm practicing more carefully because I have the time to do that.
Practicing. I find practicing to be a form of self-care, and it's vital to my emotional health and my sense of positivity in life.
Hi, I'm Ann Drynan, and this would have been my 42nd season in the viola section of the Hartford Symphony.
I play the cello, and I have been with the Hartford Symphony for 4 years.
So I play the violin, and I have been playing in the symphony since 1997.
Hi, my name's Gary Capizzello. I'm a second violinist in the Hartford Symphony.